Hello, it's time for another What We Wish Our Parents Knew episode, and today we're going to be doing something slightly different. As we go through the various responses that we receive from the teenagers, we've observed that when they're talking about things they wish they could talk to their parents about, usually they refer more to their moms than their dads. And so it made us begin to wonder that what exactly is happening with the fathers. Now, let me say that this is not intended to be to judge the dads or to criticize them, but it's actually meant to be a wake-up call to say, fathers, we appreciate you. We know that you're doing a lot to make sure that, everything is sorted economically, but we need you to do a lot more than money. And yes, I know that it can be tough. I know some of you try, and I know that in some situations it will be difficult to even have the fathers in single parent homes, for instance. But when we talk of fathers, we're not just talking about biological fathers. They're father figures. They're people there that can act as role models to your children, because the inclusion of both parties does have a significant toll. It does take a significant toll on the development of a child. I have studied various researches that have been done, and they're unanimous on certain issues. One of which is the fact that where fathers are involved, and like I said, it doesn't have to be biological, where fathers are involved, the children tend to have less issues emotionally, socially, and academically. So you're asking me, what can we do? And let me digress a bit. As I go to talk at PTAs, I notice that if we have the hall with 90 parents, 88 of them are females. When we call the last parent investment roundtable we had only one man. And I honestly am really trying not to say men wake up, but honestly, we do need to wake up. We complain about a lot of social ills that we see. Who knows, perhaps if we did something different, we might see a positive shift, especially as far as our children are concerned. So what can a dad do? In the midst of his busy schedule, what can he do? One is spend time with your children. And I'm talking of quality time. It's not just sitting in the same place with them, but actually spend time talking to them, having conversations with them about their interests. Have conversations with them about their relationships. Let them talk to you. You talk to them. Go out to the movies with them. Take them out for a drive. Take them out for a walk, just so that you can bond with them. Another thing fathers need to be mindful of is what they're mirroring to their children. You see, children model their parents. So what exactly, you may not be saying anything. You may not even be spending time with them. But I'd like you to know that you're actually mirroring something to them. You're either mirroring that fathers are never present, or you're mirroring to them that even when fathers are present, they're too busy to be spoken to, or they're too busy to be involved in what they consider trivial. And that's not good. It doesn't help for well-rounded family development. So please be mindful of what it is that you're projecting to your children. Remember, as a father, I like to say this, you're not just an ATM dispensing cash. In parent investment lingo, ATM actually stands for all-time mentor, and that is what we expect fathers to be to their children. I remember a time I went on holidays and I saw this ATM machine that fascinated me. It was actually a cupcake ATM, and what it does is that it dispenses all manner of flavors of cakes, and that's who a father is. A father is there to give advice. A father is there to care for the child. A father is there to provide economically. A father is there to provide emotional support. When their boys are growing up, when their sons are growing up, they're going through relationship issues, a father should be there to tell them, you know what, I've been there, I've done it, and I know how you can get out of it. You can give them advice, you can give them counsel. So fathers, your role is not just to dish out money. And please, if that's one important message we need to hold on to, I'd like us to hold on to it really tight. Fathers, when it comes to our daughters, you actually give them the image of a man that they should want to spend their lives with. It's interesting. I remember talking to some young adults, and they said there was this survey that was done on Twitter, and they asked how many people would like to marry someone like their dad. I hate to break it to you, but the result wasn't very encouraging. And I mean, that says to me that there's something wrong. You see, the kind of man that your daughter will end up with would either be somebody that she feels is totally unlike you, or somebody that is like you. I hope that she goes for somebody who is like you, because you have modeled what a good, responsible man should be. In this digital age, we cannot emphasize the importance of the role of fathers in bringing up children. They're responsible for reinforcing values. They're responsible for mirroring responsible behavior. They're responsible for mirroring the kind of things to look out for in relationships. And the role is significant. And yes, of course, they are responsible predominantly for providing financially. I know it will be a tough juggling act, but it is one that must be done. Fathers, this is for you today. Please keep reinforcing values. We need you. We need you to be present. We need you to be present not just physically, but we need you to be present emotionally. We need your help in raising our children so that we can have well-rounded, fully functional adults.